Hey guys, how you doing? A lot of you seem to benefit from the first video I made. I got a lot of cool responses, people asking questions, and I welcome the questions. I've been speaking to a lot of people, and some that have actually gotten into Berklee. So congrats to those people. But yeah, shoot me any questions. And so I'm making this part two. I just got back from summer break. It feels great to be home, but yeah, this first semester was very, very eventful, and I learned a lot. I got a great view on what Berklee is all about. So I figured the guys who enjoyed the first video would enjoy what I have to say. And obviously, one semester, I'm only going to be able to say what a first semester student knows. But I just like it's going to I don't know if it's gonna be as long as the first one. Just gonna talk to you a little bit about what Berklee is all about, and a couple of things for you as a practice to like make sure you have could actually save you some money getting some higher classes. Um, and by the way, you get into higher classes. Once you get there, there's an ESPA test, is what it's called, and I'll go over some of the things that are like not only on that, but things you're going to know for all your classes. Let me down my checklist. Um, Learn your triads for chords. Go through every chord, uh, E, G sharp, B, D, F sharp, A, all that shit. Just make sure you have in your mind. Type it on a piece of paper. Look at that piece of paper every day. That's what I did actually. Write out your major triads, your minor triads. Put them on a piece of paper. See them every day because you're going to be moving chords all around in the work that you do, and it's going to be really easy to just get it nice and quick like that. Um, Key signatures. You're going to want learn your key signatures. It makes things a lot easier. And yeah, I didn't know mine quite all the way, so I was on my ESPA test writing out the scales, and it was a pain in the ass, and it took me forever to do the test. So and it didn't benefit me in class not knowing my key signatures as well as I do now. So brush up on that. Doing the tries would help. Staring in a circle of fifths is not going to help unless you're one of those people that can just look at stuff and have it solid in your head. But a really good way to learn your key signatures is have it's a system that they used in class. It's like the key of the week, or if you have a while before you go to Berklee, key of the month, or however you want to do it. Write out, pick a key, write out your major scale notes, write out your minor scale notes, write out your relative major, like without the 4 and the 7, that relative major and relative minor. And then you have a diatonic sequence. For those of you who don't know, when you're in a key, you have the scale, and each note in that scale is a chord. Like your one is in your major key, your one chord is major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor, 7 diminished, and so forth. So you're going to want to write those out for each key. Having that chord knowledge, and do the same thing for minor, and but having that knowledge is going to benefit you greatly. You're going to do great on the ESPA test, and probably be able to get into a higher class. Um, and this will help. This next part will help with your ratings test too. Um, know your chords. Dominant, 13. Doesn't help to write the longer chords out to 7th, major 7, minor 7. I'm pretty sure they're going to ask you for a 9th. I'm pretty sure minor 9, 13, minor 13 maybe. But yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt to check up on that. Triads, like for guitar players, just be able to play your triads starting from 6th string up to the 1st string, and you're basically just going through all the octaves. Learn the notes on the guitar. Your personal teacher will probably go on your ass for it if you don't. And not like it's a high pressure situation. It's just it comes in handy. You need to know it, so figure it out. Find a system that works for you, that helps you learn all the notes on the guitar for guys that haven't done that yet. And especially when you first start attending your ear train. They're gonna batter you with ear training, and I chose to stay with ear training 1. I could have moved to 2, but I wanted to be able to master ear training 1, so everything up was a breeze. Not a breeze, but you know what I'm getting at. Easier, so I'm not skipping on the simple stuff that I'm not all the way clear on. Same thing with music theory. If your music theory is not that great, stay in level 1. It's nothing to be frowned upon. Everyone's at different levels, and everyone has their strengths. Everyone has their weaknesses, and everyone has their strengths, and people there know it. People there know that there's other musicians that have something that they don't, and I'll talk about social dynamics a little bit, but interval training. Go on, just type into Google or something. Look up uh, interval training, identifying intervals. You're gonna be able to find a free program that just plays you a couple intervals, and you'll have to say, "Oh, that's a minor third, it's a major 6." You're gonna get so much of that in ear training, and that's on the SPA test as well. So you're gonna want to check that out. Just you hear 2 pitches, harmonic dictation. You're gonna want to do that. Have a melody that you don't know what it already is, and write it out. You're gonna want to do some work with that. If you have problem with it now, just start it slow. Make sure you get the main concept, and then if you're not ready for it, stick in your training 1. Know your modes. If you don't already, be able to play them out. Know the notes, the formulas, because you're going to be tested on that. Not tested, but by the end of the first semester, your proficiency, and you need to know your modes if you're going to, especially with all the improv you're going to be doing with those students and your ensembles probably as well. I can't think of anything else musically that I did mention in the other video that you're going to want to look at. But I just want to talk a little bit about what Berklee's all about. I was making jokes that before I went up to Berklee that I was just suspecting a whole bunch of people sitting like this, thinking they're above me, sipping their Starbucks, and all these jazz players and stuff they go, I can play this and this and this, and you can, and I'm better than you. I've been here longer. I to be honest, I didn't see one bit of that. My view of Berklee was completely wrong. Everyone is on the same team. Everyone knows that we're trying to go somewhere with our music, and everyone is very supportive. And like I said, everyone has their strengths, everyone has their weaknesses. Do not be ashamed of either one. Focus on your strengths, and keep up your weaknesses. And if you want to go have fun in an ensemble, that's not your main style. By all means, live your dream, and try to have fun working on your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths, because your strength is what everyone else does not have. And so work on what makes you unique. That's what Berklee is. A lot of very unique people in a big melting pot. Your greatest asset are the people sitting around you in that orientation. Your especially like your class. Go to every jam. I know I was very tempted to lay in the dorm room and do nothing, to sleep. Do not. Start some jams, get some projects going, because I would say it's 60-40, 60% being when you play with other musicians. That's Berklee. That's where you learn. You learn a lot in the classes. You get the raw material to make your final product like your songwriting and what makes you unique. You get the raw material and the information from ear training and music theory classes, harmony, and then you get to apply that with other musicians, and the rest is history. So that's all I can say. I had a lot of fun this semester. Boston is a very great city for those of you who are worried about never. I live in farm areas. I was worried about city life. It's a pretty cool city, clean. Um, I have not been robbed yet. Knock on wood. But yeah. Any questions at all? I check my YouTube account every day. Message me questions, anything, hate mail. I don't care. So that's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, and I'm aware this is a very nerdy looking room. My mom had daycare for 16 years. I apologize. so, so